New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Ebro in the morning. Laura Styles, Rosenberg. Give it up. Oscar De La Hoya on the program.
My man.
How are you, man? You sick? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm New York, man. New York weather. I'm from Cali. So.
Yeah, no, it's hurting you out
West
here.
Coast, yeah.
How long you been in town?
Got here Monday.
And wait, so what are we getting into today? Because obviously it's the controversial stuff, but you got some stuff going on, fights and things that you.
I got everything going on.
Yeah,
brother.
I want to get to
What's
that
the
business.
number one promotional
thing
thing right now?
The number one promotional thing
Yeah.
that Madison Square Garden is sold out.
Yeah.
All right. We got like maybe 400 tickets left. I mean, that the walk up on Saturday would
That's be this Saturday.
Yeah,
right?
this Saturday night.
Crazy.
Canelo Alvarez, right?
Yeah.
Fighting Rocky Fielding. He's moving up in weight to 168. Trying to be the ninth Mexican champion to capture 3 weight divisions.
Canelo is.
Yeah, Canelo is.
Yes.
So that's a big deal.
No, it's a huge
that's a big
deal.
deal. Yeah, and also to announce that that pay-per-view's dead. No more pay-per-view.
Saturday's DAZN,
Yeah.
the premiere of DAZN.
Wait, talk me
So
through
let
this.
me talk you through it. So I signed Canelo to the richest contract in the history of any athlete.
I didn't know you did that, but I heard about that. I did not know that was you.
What was the number again?
Minimum $365 million.
And now they said the negotiation was it was easy, wasn't it?
It was easy, bro. I
Did
made
you feel
the
like
phone
you should
call.
have picked a higher number when they said go ahead?
You mean a lower number?
Well, there's kickers and everything, but guaranteed 365 for 11 fights. Wow. Okay, so it's it's all on record, man. I mean, he's the highest paid guaranteed contract from any athlete in any sport.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So we were pretty proud of that.
Congratulations,
man. Thanks, man.
So
So the reason why I say pay-per-view's dead, when you're gonna watch Canelo Alvarez or any other fighter that's signed to DAZN, which is a digital platform, because you know that. I mean, linear TV is just it's almost obsolete.
That's right.
So you can watch Canelo Alvarez Saturday night. Subscribe to DAZN. I mean, if you have Netflix, whatever, you know how to get DAZN.
Yeah.
DAZN, and watch Canelo for free, basically. And if you want to keep DAZN, it's going to cost you $9 a month. That's it. But you can watch 80 fights a year. You can watch baseball. You can watch soccer.
It's a full sport.
Oh yeah. They want to compete against ESPN.
Wow.
Yeah, it's big time. It's big time.
They're spending a lot of money.
A lot of money.
And now, will all Canelo's fights have to go through this, or are there other carve-outs that
his next 11 fights are DAZN?
And so now we were talking. We just saw the Wilder Fury fight. Okay,
Right.
And it came to a draw.
Right.
The first Triple G Canelo was a draw.
Was a draw.
Second was
Canelo won.
And we were talking about in that scenario, is there a part 3 once you have that draw and a win? Is there a part 3?
There has to be. There has to be. I mean, Golovkin wants revenge. Canelo thinks he can knock him out. Let's do a third one. I don't know when. I've already reserved May 4th, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. But that's Canelo's date. I don't have no opponent whatsoever.
That's the Cinco de Mayo day.
Yeah, that's Cinco de Mayo.
That's
That's a given for Canelo. But I don't have no opponent whatsoever. I mean, we have to get through fielding first,
right?
And then we'll take it from there. But Canelo's fighting May 4th.
He was really good in the last Triple G fight. There was controversy. A lot of people like Triple G. I had it pretty even, to be honest. Again,
it was even. Yeah.
But Canelo was just he took the best Triple G had and kept coming forward. It was the most I've ever been impressed with Canelo.
Well, the first fight, people were saying he boxed him too much. You know, he didn't stay in front of him. You know, like a Mexican, whatever that means. I don't know. I have no idea.
Weird.
I have no idea. I'm
like there's only one way Mexicans can fight.
Brave and taking lots of punches.
Take the punches.
That's ridiculous.
So then the second time around, Triple G was backpedaling.
Well, see, now that's what I saw. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've actually thought Triple G won the first one. I thought he was more the aggressor.
The aggressor, right.
Yeah, and I thought that he was giving Canelo a lot of problems.
Okay.
But it came to a draw fine. Canelo handedly won the second one.
I thought so, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
Who did you have in the Wilder Fury fight? What did you see?
I had Fury. I had Fury.
And say why.
Yeah, just he made a Wilder miss a lot.
Okay.
You know, and then when he made a miss, he actually connected his own.
Right.
You know, so he was confusing him a bit. Wilder did a phenomenal job with trying to knock him out in the last round.
Right.
I mean, that's a champion there. You know, but when freaking Fury
rose
up like freaking the fucking Undertaker, you know, that was crazy.
So and for that, you know,
it was a good fight.
Well, I was gonna say, and for the, you know, I guess the passive boxing fan who's watching a fight and they see a Fury get knocked down twice. Right. And the first knockdown was a little but the second one, clear. That's hard for people to digest that individual that put somebody on the mat 2 times doesn't actually win the fight.
Yeah. Well, you got to take a look at the last 10 rounds.
Yeah, you have to pay attention.
11 rounds. You know, it's like, I mean, a fight is broken down round by round by round. I mean, if I landed 1,000 punches in the first round, and at the end of the fight, you know, I'm up 1,000 punches on you. But what about the next, you know, 11 rounds? If I landed more than you, you know, it's like it just, you have to look at it by individual round. You know, that's where you score boxing.
How do you feel? Where is boxing now? Because we've talked to you at multiple times where I think you've been pretty honest. Like, hey, we're building. These fights are important. We need to.
Well, and this is really transitional time, too, because HBO closed their doors on Saturday.
Yeah.
I want to get more on that later. And now you have DAZN popping up this weekend. It's really getting going. So it is a really interesting time.
Then you have the premier boxing stuff happening.
Yeah,
There's a lot of boxing.
There's a lot of boxing. There's a lot of boxing. A lot of good champions coming up. A lot of potential great champions that are going to come up. So, look, I mean, boxing is hot right now, and we're taking advantage of it. I mean, look, Canelo's fighting for the first time at the Garden. It's literally almost sold out, and we couldn't be happier, man. I mean, boxing is hot.
What HBO closing their doors? It's very weird to me. You know, they've been doing it for 40 years. For those of us who it's been our entire boxing life. Was HBO boxing. Were you surprised by it? And even though you're excited about the deal with DAZN, there had to be nostalgic feelings. When they had their send-off, there was lots of Oscar de la Hoya there.
Yeah. No, it was, for me, it was a bittersweet moment because I made my career on HBO. You know, I was one of I think me and Roy Jones Jr. have the record
most fights
for most appearances on HBO. I think like 32. And so I made my career on HBO, and I was a little sad. But then again, I got to think about my business. You know, where am I going to take my fighters? And when HBO closed their doors, I mean, we were scrambling. We didn't know what to do. I was going to fork over my own money to start my own. You know, I have my own platform, my digital platform, Ring TV, the Ring magazine. You know, that I bought 15 years ago. I own Ring magazine, so I was going to start that platform there. But man, it was a huge risk. I mean, I got to pay Canelo, you know, $35–40 million per fight. That's a huge risk. And so in the 11th hour, DAZN came knocking on our door, and we made the deal in a matter of days.
Was Canelo and Showtime ever a possibility?
No.
Why not?
It was never a possibility. We reached out. And the deal just didn't make sense.
Got it. This made more sense financially.
Exactly.
And it's kind of the future, too. Sorry, Laura. It's kind of the future of consumption of all content through the subscription models. Yeah. Not necessarily having to depend on advertiser dollars and people coming to the table with it, but to have the built-in subscriber, your own kind of
They want to be DAZN wants to be the Netflix of sports. Yeah. Basically, you know, they're buying up all this content. You know, whether it's soccer from overseas and baseball. They just struck a deal with Major League Baseball. It's huge. Now they're talking to the NFL. Really? They got the biggest star, Canelo Alvarez. They just signed a heavyweight from the UK.
Joshua?
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. Oh, they signed Joshua?
Yeah, they signed Joshua as well.
That was what they say is the real reason Joshua had to hold out and have the fight that he had is because of figuring out the deal with DAZN.
So it's a big deal, man. They're coming on strong.
Yeah.
I saw. I mean, obviously Floyd Mayweather is always into his trash talk, and I saw he took some shots at Canelo. But what did you think of the of his New Year's Eve fight? And what do you think is going? Like, how is all of these current actions doing? What is it doing to his legacy?
I understand. I understand what he's trying to do. I think look, Mayweather knows boxing. You know, he loves boxing. and he can't help himself. He loves boxing. He loves training, and you have to respect that. But don't taint your legacy just because you want some attention. You know what I'm saying?
You think it's about money for him? You think there's money issues?
Well, I can't say, or I don't want to say that there's money issues, but history has shown, that for some strange reason, athletes just always run out of money, But I don't think he should do it. I don't think he should taint his legacy. I mean, it's a 3-round exhibition that is not going to count on your record. What for? I mean, it doesn't really make sense.
And you still get knocked out. And then
I mean, how can you get knocked out by a guy who weighs, 30 pounds less than him?
You can still look bad, though. And there's still the opportunity to look bad to a guy who's...
Bro, there's no way he's going to look bad.
No chance?
Not against this guy. No.
Because I just figure... every time you go back in...
this guy.
But every time you go back in a year or two later, something that you didn't account for could happen. Your body can eventually betray you, even though he's a freak.
One thing about Mayweather, he's always in shape. He always trains, disciplined. He's dedicated. That's one thing Mayweather has.
And calculated, too.
Yeah.
So this is 100% for the bag. This is 100% for money.
Yeah.
Money and attention. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and look, he says he's an entertainer. He's entertaining. Okay?
He says he wants Pacquiao
So be it.
again.
How do you feel about this? Pacquiao's got a fight lined up.
Broner is coming up.
How do you feel about that Pacquiao-Broner fight?
I got to see Pacquiao-Broner first. I think Broner's going to upset him. I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I think Broner's going to upset him.
And then do you think Broner... I mean, Broner's obviously... He appears to be on the other side of it at this point. But do you think Broner-Mayweather could be interesting if it actually happened?
I would
5 years too late.
I would watch it. Yeah. I mean, 5 years too late, but I would still watch it. Broner's a character, man. I think if he gets in shape, if he takes it serious, Broner can be he can be a serious threat to anybody.
Now there may be no.
Only if he takes it serious, but this guy's just a freaking jokester, man. I've been around him for years. I started his career. I took him to 25 and 0. He's man. I took him to freaking Iraq with me to go visit the soldiers over there, the troops. He's a freaking jokester. He doesn't take it serious, but that's who he is.
So one of the biggest feuds going in sports today is you and Dana White.
Oh, my boy, Dana White.
My boy.
Yeah, so I was on the other show I do on ESPN. I saw the headlines that Dana White had said some things about you.
Yes.
And I played the audio. I hadn't listened to the audio yet. It was edited. Don't worry. But I will say this, as I've interviewed both of you many times.
Right.
And I've heard little things before. I was taken aback by how far Dana went. The first thing my co-host said was, "That sounds like a lawsuit."
Oh, bro,
the things that he was alleging about you.
Absolutely. I mean, look,
what, were you surprised by what he said?
Of course I wasn't surprised because that's all they have. I mean, they keep bringing something up that happened 15 years ago. It's like, I mean, can you just bring something up that you know what I'm saying? It's like it's childish. It's like I'm bringing up the facts and business. I'm bringing up details that I get calls every single day from fighters who are just not happy with him.
Don't think they're being paid well at UFC.
Yeah. It's not my fault. I'm just saying it. I'm not gonna. Don't worry, Dana. I'm not gonna talk to them. I'm not gonna interfere whatsoever because they have contracts.
That would be a tampering.
Yeah, they have contracts, so don't worry about that. But I can't help but listen. And the things that I listen. Ooh.
So what I'm hearing, because I haven't heard the audio. I heard that he called you a cokehead.
Yeah,
said
all
whatever.
that shit. Yeah.
But what I'm hearing now is because you did was it Liddell?
He had a Liddell Ortiz fight.
Right.
Dana was critical of it because Liddell's 1,000 years old and got his ass kicked.
Of course.
And he questioned the morals behind allowing him to fight.
Yeah, right.
But it sounds like what you're saying is he feels like you as a promoter and a businessman and knowing that there's dissension in the ranks are being opportunistic and starting to get into his
Look,
zone a little bit.
Well, look, he's so defensive these days. What is he? Is he worried about something? Is he worried about his fighters? Jumping ship to somebody else? Take it easy, dude. Yeah, take it easy. I mean, Dana White is like. I mean, he's so defensive these days. Just relax, bro. I mean,
you're not going to put on other mixed martial arts events?
You know what? If he keeps talking, yes, I will. If he keeps talking, I will.
I knew it.
Absolutely.
I knew it.
If Dana White keeps talking, you know what? He's egging me on. That's what he's doing. I mean, look, I've built Golden Boy Promotions from the ground up. Okay, I didn't have the Fertitta brothers helping me out.
It's getting crazy. Man.
I didn't have the Fertitta brothers helping me out and build the UFC for me. I did it on my own, okay? And I can do the same thing in MMA. I can do the same exact thing. And guess what? I helped build the biggest fighters in the last 10 years in boxing. Okay, I promoted the biggest events in the last 10 years in boxing. Why can I do the same in MMA? You know, if I put my heart into it, absolutely.
So on that, do you? I'm sure you saw the Habib fight with
McGregor.
McGregor.
Yeah.
And you saw how it closed out with Habib
it was exciting,
jumping out the ring.
It was exciting. Yeah.
Do you feel like the UFC is handling, disciplining their fighters for behavior the right way? And managing all of this
yeah,
noise?
I mean, look, it happened so fast. You know, I mean, obviously it was out of Dana White's hands. You know, I mean, look, if a fighter's gonna jump the cage and go attack somebody, it just happened so fast. So I don't know what type of action the commission took. I really didn't follow it. But that's something that's out of Dana White's hands. I mean, you can't. Dana. First of all, Dana White's not that fast to go and
Well, I don't think it's. But I don't even think it's Dana White.
He's not that fast to go and grab Khabib.
He's a slower promoter, also. I mean, Dana Hoya is one of the fastest fighters of all time.
I mean, if it was me, I would have grabbed onto Khabib's leg and get your ass over here.
But the things that lead into some of these, the promotion of these things, right? They've been getting pretty heated, right? Like you see how these promotions are
like
did he
not punish McGregor enough in the first place after the incident at the Barclays Center,
and throwing the things and these things escalated?
I think that was a big mistake there. Yeah, I think the punishment should have been just a bit more, with the throwing the chair and breaking the window and all that.
Yeah, because fighters got hurt.
There's fighters that got glass in their eyes and all that. So that maybe should have been a little. He should have been a little more just tad more harsh to them with them. But I think that look. There's issues that are not in Dana's hands. I mean, he can't control everything,
right?
But he can control one thing: freaking pay his fighters more.
Here we go.
I love it. I love DAZN he's in right now.
I
love DAZN he's in today.
DAZN.
So Saturday, MSG Canelo. There's a few hundred tickets left. By the time you hear this conversation, they might be gone. Or
oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy.
Anything on the undercard we should be paying attention to?
Yeah, we got Saram Ali. We got tons of young prospects like Ryan Garcia. If anybody's on social media, whatever, this guy's like a little social media sensation. Ryan Garcia, he's my next little star.
Yeah. How old?
He's just turned 20 years old. He's like 16-0.
Where's he from?
He's from LA. He's from LA. Yeah, he's one of these little good-looking little kids, but that can fight.
Right.
He's been having beef with my boy Tank Davis. Hank the Tank Davis. That's Floyd Mayweather's fighter.
Oh, I see what you guys are doing. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Come on now.
I see what you're doing.
Come on now. So yeah, we got some good fighters coming up, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, man. Well, look, Oscar De La Hoya, we love seeing you, man.
Thanks, man.
And keep building the businesses. Any other businesses, endeavors that we need to pay attention to? Because you always have more than just boxing, more than $400 million or $300 million deals.
Just look out for just look out for my look out for Major League Soccer, man. It's gonna blow up big. I mean, it's already blown up big right here, right?
They just had the final last week.
Atlanta won, right?
Yeah. I mean, I own the Dynamo, the Houston Dynamo.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So watch out for them next year.
Where's soccer seeing growth? Where's
Atlanta?
Atlanta went crazy.
Atlanta's crazy.
Seattle's crazy. Atlanta's
Portland's
Houston,
crazy.
Yeah, Houston's crazy. I mean, look, our stadium we built about 8 years ago. I mean, we're selling every single game out.
Wow.
We have about 23,000 people there. But Seattle, Portland, Atlanta. I mean, it's crazy. DC.
I feel like
now,
the Red Bulls here do very well.
Yeah, the Red Bulls do well.
NYCFC's doing pretty good. They're starting to build.
LAFC, Galaxy, all of those. I mean, thank God for the soccer moms. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
They come out with the kids, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, a lot of these soccer moms are not taking their kids to play American football now because of the concussions and this and that.
Right.
So they're taking them to play soccer.
And then what do you want to do? You want to go watch
in the next 5-10 years? Boy, soccer's going to be huge.
So if I get into MLS, what's a base salary for like just
for a player?
League minimum, yeah.
For a player, I mean, you're talking about, I don't know, below $500,000, but that's like the minimum.
But that's what I mean. That's a phenomenal number.
I mean, a kid getting out of college or just getting out of an academy or something, $500,000. Come on,
that's great.
It's amazing.
It's real money to me.
It's incredible.
Oscar De La Hoya, give it up one
Thank you,
time.
man.
Saturday,
All right,
MSG,
my man.
Canelo. Go check it.